Some students at Reno High School are learning again about the impeachment process firsthand.
That's right. Paul Nelson joins us live at Reno High. Paul, what are they saying about the impeachment process?
Well, they say they've learned quite a bit about the process over the last few days, Kristen. As you know, this trial is unlike any other where the Senate makes all the rules, but the students here, some of them at least, have a pretty unique opportunity to watch this impeachment process unfold. Then they can watch the political process, make up their own minds, and then take that to the voting booth.
All of Tuesday was essentially arguing about what those rules are going to be.
Richard Clark's AP government class is learning the ins and outs of the impeachment, including how these events can be interpreted.
High crimes and misdemeanors, that can be interpreted as anything. Like Mr. Clark said, for an example, he could be impeached for wearing a red tie.
They're not just watching, but they're asking questions and discussing the process.
Most people don't understand that impeachment doesn't mean removal. Impeachment only means indictment or that there's wrongdoing. The Senate trial now is not about impeachment, it's about removal.
Clark says he wants this class to be political, not partisan, especially since many of these young people will vote in their first general election this November.
Them voting, them participating, them getting involved is super important, and being able to see these things happening in real time is just more motivation for them to figure out where they are in the political spectrum.
Some of the students are learning that impeachment is very political and the trial is much different than they're used to. They say the behavior of Republicans and Democrats could play a role on Election Day.
The political polarization around it and the fact that so many people are just getting so upset about so many political things, I think that sways my decisions a lot too with voting.
These students are getting a history lesson in the making, and the trial is their primary source.
Not only do you get more of the facts, but also you just get to see just how things are happening, and you get to make your own opinion before you listen to some other news sources and what they say.
The Senate's not expected to remove President Trump from office, and some of the students were asking questions because they were wondering, without evidence or witnesses, what's the point of even going forward? Well, Clark says no matter what side you're on, this will set precedents going forward one way or the other. Covering the big story live, Paul Nelson, 2 News.
Obviously an important lesson to be learned there, Paul. Thanks so much. And be sure to stay with 2 News and CBS News for continuing coverage of the impeachment trial in the days ahead. And Nora